Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have Grace Chong with us, who will be sharing her experiences using both the Quantum Pendant and drinking water from the Quantum Plus. Good evening, Grace.
Good evening.
Nice to have you here with us.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about your health problems?
I have high blood pressure since 1995, and it is always I have to take medication all the time because I don't believe in controlling my diet. I like to eat whatever I want.
So what medication are you on?
Right now I'm on atenolol 100 milligram.
You're on atenolol. So you take it once a day?
Once a day, yes, for the last many years. Yeah.
The last many years, yeah, since you started in 1995.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you started using the pendant about 2 months ago, you say.
Yes.
Did you notice any difference?
Yes, especially my blood pressure. It became so low that I got worried, you see.
How did you realize your blood pressure was getting low?
Okay, it all started with my sister who used the pendant longer than me. She fainted twice.
She has got blood pressure as
She
well?
has, yeah, my whole family,
It's
10 of us,
hypertensive,
yes.
okay.
And she, I think she's now 69 years old, so she easily took the thing for 30 years. And then
You say she was on atenolol for 30 years.
different
Medications, okay,
but
alright.
then lately we often change into that because we go to general hospital and get our medication. So she fainted twice. The time I was not around. So when I came back from overseas, she told me that her blood pressure dropped so much that she fainted, and the doctor asked her to cut her blood pressure pills into half. So after hearing that, I said, oh dear, maybe mine also the same. So I started monitor my own blood pressure, and I realized that mine also dropped so much, you see.
How much did it drop to?
About, say, I can't remember, 90 over 45, 46, 50,
That's
like
quite
that.
low,
Yeah, very low.
So what did you do then?
So I stopped my medication.
Oh, okay.
I stopped, but then of course I'm very frightened. I monitor morning, afternoon, evening. I monitored my blood pressure, and the 5th day, after stopping for 5 days, my blood pressure went up.
But you were still using the pendant at
Yeah,
that
I'm
point.
still using the pendant.
Okay,
Yeah,
but it suddenly
no
soared
medication,
up,
is it?
And without medication, how much did it go up to?
To 90 only, that's all.
That means
That means 120 over 90. I know it's still borderline, but I don't want to take chances.
Yeah.
So I went to see my doctor. Of course, he didn't believe me, is it? He said, cannot be due to the pendant. But then I tried to tell him that I'm wearing this. No. Maybe, okay, you don't stop your blood pressure pills. You just cut it into half. So now I took half 50 milligram of atenolol.
That's very interesting. So are you still monitoring your...
Yes.
And what is your level like? You're sticking half the dosage, and what is
And now
your
it's
reading?
about 110 over 70.
110
Every
over
morning I can even show you the record. I wrote down, I forgot to bring, I didn't bring today, I didn't plan to come here.
All right. Thank you, Grace Chong.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've noticed a dip in the blood pressure,
Yeah.
and you attribute that to the pendant
Yeah.
and the water you're consuming from the flask.
That's right.
Do you notice any other changes?
Another thing is, you see, for over the years, I dislike driving. I fall asleep while I'm driving.
That's dangerous.
I have banged somebody's back 2 years ago. I have turned 360 degree. I have crossed divider, while driving, is it? And now I can drive to climb and come back without feeling sleepy.
So, are you trying to say you've got higher energy levels?
Yes,
Perhaps?
definitely. Definitely.
And you attribute all this to the quantum
pendant, yes.
All right. Thank you, Grace
Okay,
Chong.
thank you.
Okay. Grace Chong is a hypertensive. She's been a hypertensive patient since 1995 and has been on various medications since that time when she was first diagnosed. Now, in early 2005, she changed her medication to atenolol, and she was taking 100 milligrams of atenolol a day to ensure that her blood pressure was maintained at within the normal range. Now, when Grace started using the pendant, she discovered that her blood pressure levels were coming down to very low levels. Several readings indicated readings of a systolic of about 90 and a diastolic of about 45. Now this went on for a few days, and she then decided that she was going to go totally off medication. Now after 4 days of having systolic of at about 190, right? 90 over 45, she found that on the 5th day, her hypertension reading had gone up to 100 over 90, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, even though that was within the borderline range, Grace decided she was not going to take a chance, and she went to see her doctor. Now, her doctor, when she told her doctor what she was doing, the doctor was not really convinced, and he urged her not to do away with her medication, but he instead asked her to reduce the amount of medication she was taking. So instead of taking 100 milligrams of atenolol a day, Grace was down to 50 milligrams of atenolol a day. Now, Grace is still on atenolol to control her hypertension, and interestingly, she's still using the pendant, and she finds that her BP reading is at 90/70. Very normal readings, and she's extremely happy with this. Now she attributes the lower hypertensive readings to the quantum pendant. Now other changes in her life that she has noticed include an elated level of energy. Once upon a time, Grace was always falling asleep when she was behind the wheels of a car. These days, she can confidently drive to Klang and come back, and she does not fall asleep behind the wheels of her car. She attributes the extra energy level to the quantum pendant and to the water she consumes by drinking water from the quantum flask. Thank you. Thank you, Grace.